The alarm buzzed at 5 a.m. It wasn't the blaring kind, just a gentle chime. But to Ion, it was a siren call to war. Every morning, it rang like a challenge. Are you ready to rise, or will you roll over again? Ion wasn't born disciplined. Like most of us, he'd snooze his alarm half a dozen times, waking up just in time to rush through the morning. Breakfast? Maybe a piece of toast on the way out. Reflection? None. Intention? Non-existent. He lived on autopilot. His days felt like blurry reruns of the same uninspired routine, and though he worked hard, success always seemed just out of reach. Then something changed. It was a crisp morning in October when Ion received a call that shattered him. His father, the strongest man he had ever known, had suffered a stroke. The doctor said the prognosis was uncertain. For Ion, time stopped. He dropped everything, his job, his apartment, his carefully planned goals, and flew back home. In the quiet hospital room, watching the rise and fall of his father's chest, Ion reflected. His father, now fragile and weak, had once been a titan, always the first one awake, always the last to complain. As a child, Ion would wake up to the smell of coffee and the sound of his father doing push-ups in the living room, whispering affirmations under his breath. Today I show up. Today I lead. Today I win. Tears welled up in Ion's eyes. He remembered once asking his father, "Why do you get up so early?" His father had smiled and said, "Son, every morning is a fresh chance to shape your life. Champions don't wait for motivation. They wake up with purpose." Those words echoed now, louder than the beeping monitors. After weeks of hospital visits and long, quiet nights at home, something stirred inside Ion. He started setting his alarm for 5 a.m., not out of duty, but out of reverence. He wanted to feel what his father felt. He wanted to start his day not by reacting to life, but by leading it. It was hard at first. The bed was warm, the world still dark. But he got up. He started small. 10 minutes of silence. 5 minutes of gratitude. Then came journaling, his dreams, his goals, his fears. Ion began moving his body again. Stretches, light workouts, walks in the chilly morning air. Each step was a tribute. Each push-up a prayer. He began planning his day with intention. What impact do I want to make today? Who do I want to be? The difference was immediate. He stopped rushing through life. Instead, he began steering it. His mood lifted. His confidence returned. Slowly, he rebuilt his career, this time on his own terms, with clarity and resilience. One morning, as Ion brewed coffee in his father's old kitchen, he heard a soft voice behind him. "You've been waking up early," his father said, leaning on his cane. His speech was still slurred, but his eyes were sharp. Ion nodded, a lump forming in his throat. "I wanted to see what it felt like to be like you." His father smiled, eyes glistening. "You found your purpose, haven't you?" Ion didn't speak. He just embraced him. Ion's story isn't about miracles. It's about choice. Waking up with purpose isn't about being perfect. It's not about hustling every hour or checking off a to-do list. It's about reclaiming the first moment of your day before the world pulls you in 1,000 directions. It's about saying, asterisk, this is my time. This is my life. I choose to show up, asterisk. You don't need to wake at 5 a.m. or become a monk. But what if you gave yourself 15 minutes in the morning just for you, to breathe, to write, to move, to ask, what kind of person do I want to be today? When you start your day with intention, you start your life with meaning. We all have stories like Ion's inside us, pain that pushed us, people who inspired us, and moments that woke us up. The question is, what will you do with your mornings? Don't wait for tragedy to shift your mindset. Don't let life decide how you feel when you wake up. Choose now. Choose with heart. Choose with purpose. Wake up not because you have to, but because you want to become someone you admire. Start your day like a champion, because you are one